A very good evening. This is James Bunyasi at the Omwabini farmland. So far the crop is doing quite well. This is coffee. They've started picking the coffee cherries and taking them to the farmers cooperative union. And with me here is the caretaker of this farm. His name is Kennedy, and he's been working so hard on the farmland. The coffee is doing pretty good, and apart from the coffee, we have the maize. This maize is going to be ready for harvest in the next 8 weeks from now. Remember, we are in August. Today is the 5th of August, so 8 weeks from now we'll be harvesting the maize. And let's have a look at what other activities are going on the farmland. We have the different types of vegetables. These are African vegetables, the local vegetable, very, very nutritious. And we have some nice trees surrounding the farmland. We call them grevillea trees. They're good for agroforestry. We have the farm manure from the goats and the cows. This farmland, we have cows and goats, so we use this manure to enrich the soil, especially in making sure that we have quality banana produce. Such manure is very beneficial to the bananas. We have huge bananas here, and the bananas look healthy because of the farm manure. Lots of coffee, as you can see, and recently the orphans just planted some kale. We have a number of kale here, or this section, this kale. And again, this is going to be ready for harvest in the next 8 weeks. Apart from kale, we have the cowpeas. This is also another type of vegetable, and we've planted quite a lot. Some of these is going to be used by the orphans at the Omwabini Center, whereas others is going to be used for sale to generate income for Omwabini. So these are the cowpeas. And as you can see, the farmlands just have lots and lots of bananas. There's the avocado tree, young bananas, the avocado trees. We have lots of fruits here in the farmland, and the common type of fruits that we have is the avocados and the oranges, not oranges, sorry, and the mangoes. We're going to have a look at some of those trees, the fruits that are beneficial for the orphans at the Omwabini farmland. And again, apart from eating the fruits, this surplus is sold to generate income to sustain the orphans at the Omwabini Center. So this is a mango tree. We also have quite a number of cassavas. So this is a cassava. It's also used as food. Is very nutritious. So these are cassava plants. So we have several of these cassava plants in this farmland. And these are bananas. And that is an avocado tree, very tall. We have more than 20 avocado trees on this farmland. And if you look keenly, you're going to see some of the avocados on this tree. As we keep moving, I'm gonna show you, this is a mango tree at the farmland, and that is another mango tree. The farm looks very, very lively because of Kennedy. Our caretaker on this farmland has been working very hard. So have been the orphans. The orphans have been coming to the farmland to do the weeding and the pruning of different types of crops, picking the coffee cherries. And this is another avocado tree. And everything looks green and nice. These avocados. Apart from the fruits and the food crop on this farmland, we also have the napier grass for feeding the animals, the Omwabini animals. We have cows and goats on this farmland. So we plant this napier grass just to make sure that the animals have sufficient food. Now, just recently we did harvest beans from this farmland. That was 2 weeks ago. Usually we do plant the maize with beans together, and so just recently we harvested the beans, and I should be able to show you part of the harvest when I get back to the center. And this is more of the napier grass. And so we're so glad that we have sufficient food for the kids, the Omwabini orphans, We rarely buy any food for them. And we also make sure that some of the very poor families that are starving in the communities are also able to receive a share of the food that we harvest from this farmland. Now these are sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes. And this is how they look like. We already started harvesting, and we harvest like once a week, so the orphans can use the sweet potatoes with tea. It's such a nice meal for breakfast. And different types of fruits at the farmland. And we are so happy at Omwabini because over the past 15 years, close to 20 years, when we began this program, our biggest challenge was food security, the education, and of course health, and especially taking care of the HIV AIDS orphans and widows. And we're glad that in partnership with the empathy program, our children who are HIV positive are able to get the medicine, and at the same time they're able to get a balanced diet, because we have all sorts of food stuff, some that are rich in proteins and carbohydrates and vitamins. And so the kids are healthy, the widows are healthy, and these are some of the trees